Just before I get started, I'd like to thank our lots of sponsors you see on the deck here. For example, Arista, who have been around with us for a long time, and lots of volunteers from Arista. Hamina, first time, and Grant has come all the way from Australia, braving all the visa challenges here. Spirent, who is always our supporter, HFCL again, and Netgear, who again be here as sponsors. And of course, the associates, Keysight, very supportive always, Apricom, Alithia always with us, and we have new sponsor this year, WaveNext, okay? So please visit the sponsor booths whenever you get time, and I'm sure they'll be happy to clarify a few things for you. And we have till about 6 p.m. We have even a tea break after the event so that you can have a social time as well as go and visit the sponsors. We will try to run a tight time-based, event. Generally, we've been successful, so let's hope that we do that this year. But bear with us if we slip here and there, and I'm, again, thankful to the speakers. So let me ask, can you please switch to my view, please, so that I can pull up the agenda. My name is, I hope everybody can see this. There are screens, of course, on the sides here for those of you who are sitting at the back. And if you have any complaints about the AC or sound, or you cannot see the screens, just let one of our friends or volunteers know, and we'll do our best. My name is Srikanth. I'm with a company called Nanocell Networks. We've been involved in organizing these events with the various friends in the industry community. This event, as we know, we are in the 10th edition of Wi-Fi KAS, so we have kind of come a long way from our early days. So just to give a little bit of history, we started with a small technical group, had this idea spawned by Praveen Bhagwat, who's not here, but Praveen is here in spirit because 14 Trees is our environment or green partner. I don't see the 14 Trees logos immediately to me, but you will see it somewhere. So all the speakers will get trees planted in your name. You can visit 14 Trees if you go to Pune. Praveen would have normally joined us, but he's traveling, so he's not able to join. So Praveen was the one who spawned this idea amongst a few of us. And it started in IIT Madras as a small communion, and then we decided to move to Bangalore as it became the hub for many technical activities, okay? So that's the genesis of the event, and we'll probably share some snippets as we go along. So just to give you an idea of the agenda, most of these speakers come from industry, and they try to kind of convey ideas that they have learned during the course of their work, etc. Of course, clearly they cannot share some secrets which, obviously belong to the company and so on. But I'm sure they are willing to engage in some conversations as well as when you have questions. In fact, one of the things we do try to promote is to engage the audience in terms of allowing time for questions. So I'll be after the speakers to finish within their allotted time so that we can have at least a couple of questions for every presentation. So speakers, if I rush you or tell you 2 minutes to go, it's not because of anything, but we want time for questions as well, okay? So as we know, Wi-Fi 7 is the hottest thing that we have right now. Everybody is trying to kind of sell Wi-Fi 7 as well as look at various features, how effective they are in the field. So Ashwin, fresh from his presentation in Mobility Field Day, is going to share some of the insights that he shared in Mobility Field Day. Then we move on to some QoS impacts in Wi-Fi. I'm sorry that I only put, where is Madan? Maybe here, I still put only L4S, but it's Divya and Madan both will talk about the various QoS initiatives in Wi-Fi, which not only includes L4S, but SES and MSES kind of enhancements. Rasika has come all the way from Australia, so again, like Grant, I'm sure we should give them both a big hand. You are our overseas visitors, yes. So when I met Rasika at WLPC, I requested that he goes to all the events to sample them and generously contribute to the event. As many of you who follow his blog, you know that he has so much information out for all of us. So I requested that he should come here and present. So as it so happened that things worked out. So he's here. He's been with us for the last couple of days, sharing his insights. So he's going to talk about some of the challenges with how we bring in the latest security along with some of the latest in the standards. As you know, Wi-Fi always has to keep the legacy in perspective as we move along, but it also implies that there are challenges with respect to that. So Rasika will give an idea of how we are going to look at the modern security techniques and the context in which they have to survive in terms of the legacy. Okay. Usually what we do is we will have a couple of sponsor presentations interleaved. So I'm not putting that explicitly here. So you will see Spirent, you will see Hamina talk at some appropriate times. But we will also have some what you call discussion with experts. For example, in this case, Ashutosh from Reliance will basically share his insights, and I'll try to prod him with a few questions in terms of the Wi-Fi 5 evolution, where he has contributed a lot. Of course, you can't have an event or any discussion these days without AI. So thanks to Prabhash, he's been always championing AI and whatnot. So we've got a few people on the panel from various companies, and Prabhash himself with his industry experience will moderate and bring out the essence of some of these AI developments. Sitarama is always enthusiastic in online and other circles. So one of the things he mentioned is he's traveled a lot over the last year and met with a lot of customers who have shared insights on what they really want from Wi-Fi. What we think is like bigger numbers or so on, but I'm sure he'll tell you interesting tales of what they really want from Wi-Fi. We have a lunch break followed by a panel discussion where generally we try to kind of be a little bit cheeky in terms of asking these panelist questions, which are not always straightforward. So hopefully this year also, in this year I have a co-moderator. I'm in fact going to be a little passive. My co-moderator, who is not yet here, I hope, but hopefully he'll come down in time, will be a little bit more provocative in prodding people to sharing what are the challenges in running R&D for Wi-Fi in India, and also in general tracking the future sort of potential for if Wi-Fi R&D is kind of situated here. Vishnu from Amazon will then go on and look at live streaming and Wi-Fi, since they have a lot of products where such things are important. Open roaming is making a lot of news with WBA event actually going on in Dallas right now. So we will have a local expert who actually authored the white paper for WBA, and his kind of motto is trying to see whether the schemes announced by the Indian government like PM Vani and open roaming, where can there be a confluence of ideas, etc. there. So Sandeep will share some insights. I don't know how many of you were in Kumbh Mela earlier this year. I'm sure some of you maybe went. So Nadeem is going to share how the Wi-Fi experience in Kumbh Mela was. So as you know, it's probably one of the largest collection of humans over a small time frame. So those of you who don't know much, I'm sure he'll have some pictures, etc. to highlight that. And then we'll close up with some insights on where Matter and Wi-Fi are going together. Vijay is also from our university partner, Atria, and he'll been working in Matter for quite some time, so he'll share insights on those, okay? So hopefully that makes up for a good program covering, various aspects of Wi-Fi. And we'll have a tea break after the event as well, so you can stay back, socialize with your peers and friends, and hopefully you can spend time with sponsors, okay? A couple of rules. I'll ask Ashwin to come up while I just announced a few. He's our first speaker. So a couple of rules is if you have a question right after the speaker finishes, please put up your hand. We have mic runners. Where are the mic runners? Can you please just stand up and maybe identify? There is one mic runner here, one mic runner here. We will get probably a third one somewhere at the bottom. You are running the mic, Madan, now? Okay, somebody will. So there are 3 people or maybe 4 will run mics. So please wait for the mic to come to you. We'll do our best to give at least 2 to 3 people a chance to ask questions. That's our hope. But in case we are not able to give you the question slot, please contact the speaker just after the talk, maybe during the breaks, and hopefully you'll get your query addressed. Okay?